The Council had seen war. For millennia, its member species had battled pirates, tyrants, and rogue AI. But never had they faced anything quite like humanity. The Terrans were new, barely a century into spacefaring status. Yet they held themselves with the arrogance of ancients. So when humanity refused to dismantle its experimental dreadnought, HSS Revenant, citing sovereign defense rights, the Galactic Council voted unanimously for military enforcement. They sent 4 flagships, the finest vessels from the Zalthari, the Dranic Swarm, the Velkarn Dominion, and the Thalzen Republic. Collectively, their tech represented 10,000 years of refinement. Each ship was the pride of its species, bristling with weaponry, surrounded by destroyer escorts, and manned by elite crews bred for warfare. The Council expected a brief, clean operation. What they got was silence. Captain Alara Miles stood on the command bridge of the Revenant, a calm figure amidst glowing consoles and holographic projections. Her officers watched their displays, tension rising as Council fleets closed in from all directions. "Targets locked," announced Lieutenant Voss. "They're hailing us again." "Ignore it," Alara said coolly. "They've made their choice." Revenant was still. Not a flicker of defense activation. Its black alloyed hull reflected no light. It just sat there, a dark wedge hanging over the neutral sector of space known as Echo Line. The enemy opened fire first. The Council's combined barrage was immense. Plasma torpedoes, gravitational lances, antimatter warheads. The vacuum lit up like a nova. Sensors recorded the energy output, equivalent to cracking a planetary crust. And yet, as the firestorm cleared, the Revenant remained, unscathed. Not a scorch mark, not a vibration. The bridge crew of the Velkarn flagship began shouting in panic. Their psychic officers could feel nothing from the human ship. No fear, no intent, just a cold abyss, like something that wasn't supposed to exist. Captain Alara raised one hand. Fire. No dramatic gesture, no build-up, just one command. From deep within the ship's core, a silent weapon activated. No light, no visible projectile, just an expanding ripple across space, barely measurable. One by one, the Council's ships began to shudder. Shields overloaded. Hulls screamed as impossible stress fractured their molecular bonds. It wasn't damage, it was obliteration. Whole ships collapsed in on themselves, renowned for 300 victorious campaigns, stared in frozen silence. This isn't war," whispered one Thalzen diplomat. "It's execution." "How did humans build that?" someone cried. "They're primitives, barely past fusion drives." But no one had an answer. The last surviving Council ship limped away, main reactor bleeding neutrinos, communications jammed. Revenant didn't pursue. It didn't need to. The message had been delivered. Don't test Earth. A week later, a delegation from the Council arrived in Earth orbit under full diplomatic immunity. They were escorted, respectfully but firmly, to Geneva Space Command. Alara was there to meet them. No security detail, just a small Terran flag patch on her uniform and the faint hum of orbital defense grids overhead. "You came to destroy us," she said simply. "Because we refused to kneel." The Dranic ambassador, silken-eyed and eight-limbed, swallowed hard. "We misunderstood your intentions." "No, you understood them. We don't seek conquest. We don't want your worlds. We want peace, but not at the cost of submission." The Zalthari, previously smug telepaths, remained silent. They had touched the mind of Revenant once. They wouldn't do it again. Alara leaned forward. "Revenant was built because we knew this moment would come. You always feared what we might become, so we became it first." The silence in the room was heavy. Then she smiled faintly. "Now let's talk about real peace." Back in orbit, the HSS Revenant drifted silently. Its hull absorbed starlight like a black hole. Within it, engines older than physics hummed softly. Its AI, nicknamed Ghost, watched the galaxy and waited. Not for orders, but for necessity. Because humanity didn't build it to fight wars. They built it so no one else would dare start one again.